How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here with another episode of Once Upon a Time, Season 4. This is episode number 20. We have this episode, and of course we have the two-part finale, I guess, to cap things off before we do close out what has been a good season. I still think that Season 3, in my opinion, excels, but this has been a pretty good season, so I've really enjoyed my time with Season 4, and I am looking forward to seeing how we do conclude things. So just for reference, I will not be recording both episode 21 and 22 on the same day compared to how I usually like to do, I guess, the two-parters to Once Upon a Time, mainly because of the fact that I don't have the confidence to think that I might be able to get both episodes done within the week because of everything else that I have going on. So I will try to get episode 21 and 22 done within the week, but to play it safe, I won't record it on the same day, just in case I don't have time to record episode 22 within the week. But, you know, touch wood, that things will be good for me in terms of recording, and I'll be able to squeeze an episode 22 within the same week. In terms of a YouTube version, I expect episodes 21 and 22 to drop within the same week, definitely, because recording and editing are two completely different things, isn't it? So yeah. Yeah, just throwing that out there, just because, like I said, I usually like to record two-parters in one day, but I don't have the confidence to know that next week will be benevolent to me in terms of a recording schedule. So yeah, yeah, just throwing that out there. So yeah, but last week we had, I guess, the reintroduction of Lily, who we saw earlier this season, although we saw her as for the first time as an adult, as Emma and her kind of reunited, and things got a bit hectic, especially with that potential darkness pushing Emma closer to, I guess, its goal, especially with the fallout of Cruella's death. So yeah, but we also had Zelena and Regina reunite as well, so it wasn't just Emma getting her reunion. But yeah, we had Zelena and Regina reunite, and not just that though, but Zelena revealing that she is with Robin's child, basically. So yeah, I state my thoughts about that, and but I'm excited to see what this episode will provide. So with that said, let's get into episode number 20 of Season 4 for Once Upon a Time. Let's go.
Don't talk to me about this day, Daddy.
I mean, he just spoke a few words and then...
Short-sighted and weak.
I'm not weak! I was going to spare you. Someone just made me angry.
It wasn't even bloody his fault, and he just pays the price. Wow.
Mother.
So it's gonna be one of those episodes, is it?
Selena's not going to keep wearing that glamour, and Roland's not going to understand where his mother's gone. For him to lose her again.
A forgetting potion. Just take him back to before the fake Marion showed up. He'll lose time, but it's better, right?
Yes.
I mean, I would say Regina's right, because, you know, the whole Zelena situation is really messed up.
I think I just felt a kick.
She's just rubbing this in now.
Expectant mother now, would you? Everyone pack up. You too. We're going back to Storybrooke. Tonight.
And Lily's gonna see her mother.
The stable boy.
Daniel.
Yeah, he has a
His
name.
name was Daniel.
Yes. I made a terrible mistake. You see, I was
Terrible!
with
A
loveless man. I thought
colossal!
you'd be the same. And now I realize that you feel things more deeply than I do. No, you really do.
I mean, that's not hard to believe.
Little late. The fact that if you kill me, Robin will always know that you murdered the mother of his child. You underestimate me, Zelena. Enjoy your new home.
Who said of anything about kill? We could just send you to the Phantom Zone. Is it getting worse? And oh, there is hardly any. Yeah.
I'll figure out the ink on my own. Goodbye, dearie. She really decided to flip him the bird. Oh, it is just so eerie to see Rumpel naturally not doing too well.
The other thieving bastards because he steals from the rich to give to the poor and won't shut up about it.
That sounds insufferable. But
You know who else sounds insufferable?
Well, he's all married up now, I hear. To some sickly little tart that no one else would want.
Wow.
Wives can be gotten
Very polite.
So I hear.
I'll crumble back into the dust that I was before gold revived me. Man, that's a bummer. Please. Can't you just wait a little while longer? Things could look different in a week. Send me a postcard.
Wow. I mean, you can see how torn up Mal is about this, and, you know, life is short.
She's acting a lot like Emma did when she first came here. She had these... Her walls were always up.
She was afraid that if she opened herself up to me, I would let her down like everyone else had. And
I think with Lily, she does definitely feel
if you have any way to help,
that
you didn't give her back to me
defeat
then.
that.
But please,
In her mind, Mal
if you can
easily relinquished
now.
her.
Bus service in these parts can be spotty. It's going to be late. Missed the part where that's your problem. Shove off.
Whoa! Lily just turned into Bully McGuire there!
But it doesn't work.
Now you let me be the strong one, so that you can be.
I hate how I can somehow hear Chris Hemsworth.
Well, feminine.
Manly arms. Like these.
Hello there.
No, you don't get to say those two words.
It's not a real tattoo.
The only thing you need, lady, is to get out of my way.
Here I thought we could have a civil
Disrespect.
conversation. Guess I should just cut to the chase.
Hey, stop!
Oh, shh.
Out of your mind!
And now she's got that darkness. Oh, shit.
Lily?
Certainly her mother's daughter. Flaky CGI and all. I'm kidding.
That's not what a soulmate feels like.
You don't get to
Your
puppeteer her
so-called
love life.
soulmate is a married, moralizing sap. The one I found is much better.
How?
You were never interested.
Oh,
in
because you like to dictate shit.
But I think after much deliberation, I've come up with the perfect ending for you, sis.
Oh, sis.
Horizon.
Write her out of existence. Who is Selena?
I just thought you'd find it calming.
It is. So is rum.
I know they didn't own up to what they did. But did you ever think maybe they were ashamed? And they wanted you to like them?
I'd like them more if I'd known they'd turn themselves around. I like when people find their good hearts along the way.
They were trying to protect you, sworn twice. Before you were born, they wanted to make you happy. And when they found you again, they wanted to make
They
you
just,
proud.
yeah, they just kind of messed up.
To be fair.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a concussion. Oh, no. Oh, okay, I thought she was gonna go for her there.
Anyway, I miss you. And I forgive you.
Oh. Happy days! We're all good. That smirk from David and Hook, he's like, well done, buddy. I know what you did. Come a long way.
Serious business. I don't mind a little darkness.
Don't we all have a bit of darkness when you think about it?
Look. Why don't you stay for a week? And I can teach you about being a scary dragon bitch.
Not your typical mother-daughter relationships, right? Like being a dragon.
She gave up a baby without even blinking an eye. And look at you now. You are exactly like her.
Don't you dare! You have no fucking rights!
You'll never be happy. Put it down and we can fix this.
You don't think I'm strong enough to do this?
Stupid girl. You think it'll make you strong to hurt yourself?
Oh, it does if it hurts you more.
Holy shit! So she just sterilized herself?
If I wanted to take your power, I'd find a much more direct way. Now, please take one last piece of motherly advice.
See, you say you actually came there
to realize about myself.
to help her, but you've given me
The
no
only one standing in the way of
conviction.
your happiness is you.
I already have everything I need.
Well, I don't.
Uh-oh. What you doing? Hey, what the shit are you doing?
Regina.
What the?
No.
What did he write? Oh, no. No.
It's time, villains.
Shit.
Finally win.
No. Once upon a time, the villains were the heroes. I guess. Fuck. Well, these last two episodes are definitely gonna be a doozy. Yeah, once upon a time, the villains were the heroes, aka the villains won. Oh, things are just going to get terrible, aren't they, for these next two episodes? Oh, boy. Damn this author. Damn him to hell. And it's going to be very interesting. You know, Regina, she's wanting to have that happiness, and things were looking all well and good with her and Robin back on track, and Regina being in a very, very good place. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see where she fits in this new tale. Before I die. I'm going through the Rumpel experience, apparently. No, oh, I'm really, really excited to see what's going to happen and how that's going to affect these characters, because my mind is already imagining that this is going to be like a Flashpoint scenario. Probably a lot better, to be fair. Not than the comic. Of course, the comic is divine, but you know what? I'm not even going to make a mention because I'll go on a rant about how the CW is butchered it, etc. So yeah. But it will be very, very interesting to see what does happen. But no, I thought this the dynamic with mothers and their children in this episode was really, really neatly explored. And there were some very, very surprising elements that came along with this episode. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Lily was a dragon because the fact that you'd expect her to inherit some of the traits from her mother, and one of the big ones, of course, is the fact that Mal is a dragon. So yeah, but I think the other surprising thing was how Regina really sterilized herself. Not something that I was completely expecting, but I guess this explains about the fact that she can't have children, and it really does add a very I guess, touching layer with her adopting Henry, because she could never have a child of, I guess, like, she can not have one in the natural sense, if that makes sense to say. So, yeah, and furthermore, this was a huge middle finger to Cora, who had to make a return, had to piss me off. Everyone knows I love Cora so much. So yeah. No, there was that middle finger raised to her, especially with the amount of manipulation that Cora has done, and this is one one middle finger up towards her, really, and with that, it really neatly ties into Zelena, how she was comparing Regina to her mother, and that really influenced Regina's decision not to, I guess, write her out of existence, because she is better than that. We've seen her grow over the seasons, and I feel like season 1 Regina would have probably not hesitated, because Regina has come a long way, but she is proving that she is not like her mother. She is someone far better. Yeah, she might have had a shaky past, but she has evolved so much, and she is teaching that to Zelena about the fact that, hey, I'm a good person, and yeah, your comments about me being like mummy dearest, it's completely invalid, because I am not Cora. So yeah, and you even had Cora who was like, I honestly was trying to help you. Like, I can't even fucking believe that, to be fair, because the amount of shit that you've pulled, especially with the fact that she had the cojones to show up on the day that the day Daniel died, really. Well, the anniversary, should I say. Yeah. The cojoneses. Considering she was the one to end Daniel, and then she tries to manipulate Regina by pretending that Sheriff Nottingham, which obviously a good fit with Robin. He was the one that Regina was looking for, the soulmate that Tink made mention of. I did really like the idea that, like, just a little bit of a small comment, but you had Dr. Whale and Tink being mentioned, and it's funny because the actors for because they're the actors for both Tink and Whale on this, they would probably be busy filming something in Seattle, if that makes sense, to another series that I'm currently reacting to. So yeah, so I don't know. I just felt it was very funny to just name drop those two specifically. Not in the same scene, but you get the idea with this episode. But no, yeah, like I said, with Nottingham, obviously he is a I guess interesting opposite to Robin. So of course he had to be utilized in order to manipulate Regina. But yeah, he can piss off, especially with that feminist comment, like that feminine comment about how they're like how it's weak, etc. Like, fuck you, dude. So yeah, manipulating someone's weak. Just saying. So yeah, you can fuck off with that comment about being feminine is basically equaling weak, because no. Fuck you. Anyways, no, I thought that the whole flashback situation tied in really well, like especially towards the end, because like I said, with Regina, she is proving to Zelena, I am, I could have gone through with this, but your comments made me realize something, and I could easily write you out of existence, etc. But I am going to be the bigger person and prove to you that I am not like Mother. So, yeah, so it tied in really, really well with Regina just standing tall and being that bigger person. So, yeah, but there was quite a few, I guess, dynamics in regards to the whole mother-child situation, especially with Emma, not just healing the wounds physically with her mother, but also in terms of their relationship, because things have been a bit shaky, obviously, with what's been happening as of recent with the lies and all of that jazz. But no, I really, really thought that it was great and due time, I guess, that Emma and Mary Margaret could, they could, I guess, mend the wounds, etc. Not that that might matter for these final 2 episodes, so... I don't know what Mary Margaret was going to do, though, against Lily. When she decided to bolt towards her, so Mal might have an idea, but I made a little joke about the fact that I don't know if we have the budget for that, for 2 dragons. So I know I shouldn't make these kind of comments. I know the behind the scenes team, they try so hard. So yeah, but obviously the CG is not the greatest, but it's not something that bothers me, etc. So yeah, but no, I really, really like the idea that Lily and Mal now are having that bit of, because it was a bit intense at first, of course. Lily was not having any of it, and thankfully they are now in a better position where Lily is having a new understanding because of the fact that she had this idea of who her mother was, and I don't know if disappointed is the word, but yeah, she realized that there are these more humanizing layers there. So I don't know, she felt a bit burnt with that, especially with what Mary Margaret and David did and how she resents them. She even gave them the cold stare when she first saw them. So, but it was really, really great that both of Mary Margaret and David, they tried to assist Mal. You could see how hurt Mal was. She was really, really, you just felt so bad for her. So I just really, really did like the idea that Mal, this has been something that she has, obviously she thought that she would never see her daughter again, but inside she would have wanted this moment to reunite with Lily, just to be within centimeters apart from her daughter. And now she gets this opportunity, and Lily doesn't want any of it. So, and you even had Regina have a very interesting conversation with Lily as well. So you did feel so bad for Mal because of the fact that this is not going the way she would have hoped, and she just wants a nice mother-daughter, dragon mother-daughter relationship, as she made the comment about, I can teach you a thing or two about being a scary dragon bitch. So, I am excited to see how. I'm assuming Lily's going to be sticking around for season 5, if that's the case. If we're going to get more interactions between Mal and Lily, so pending what happens with whatever Rumpel has done in regards to twisting the story, and once the inevitable timeline gets stabilized situation, there might be some changes. There might be people who are written out of existence. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but like I said, I feel like Mal and Lily, they're going to expand on their relationship, and they're going to grow, and not just that though, but grow in size and be 2 dragons. Just yeah. So I'm excited to explore a bit more on that, pending, of course. So, yeah. But yeah, speaking about the whole well, first, before I do mention Gold, I do want to say big props to Hook as well, because of the fact that he gave some very, very comforting words to Emma, and I do really, really love their relationship so much, and it's really, really great that Emma was helped by Hook there. So, you know, good on Hook. He was just really, really... he was just very, very supportive and very... very much needed for Emma, especially with the fact that Emma can defy this darkness and realize that this rift between her and her mother, it needs to be put to bed, and there we go. So yeah, Gold. Seen better days. It was very, very odd seeing Gold be so vulnerable, because obviously we know Gold is a man about power. He's a man who stands on top of the world. He seems very much undefeated. So yeah, and even when it comes to, like, when you think back to when he did stop Pan, with that sacrifice as well. Even then, you could say that was a very big power move. And of course, he did come back. But yeah, like, you could see how he was trying to insist to Regina, to the author, I'm fine. I am literally fine. And yet, it wasn't exactly subtle. His vulnerability. So it was just very, very odd and interesting seeing Gold in a very vulnerable state. But now that the author was just pissed off with Regina, just deciding to change her mind, yeah, that's no longer going to be an issue now, is it? So it's going to be very interesting to see what changes are going to be made. They're going to be very scary, granted, because not only is Rumpel wanting the villains to stand tall for once, but I don't think the changes to what changes Gold is going to make, they're exactly going to be lenient. So I'm expecting a very, very intense final couple of episodes. Question is, how are we going to undo this? Unless Emma has a hand to play, because, of course, with her having the potential for darkness, that became a bit of a crutch for Gold. And, you know, he needed her to become a bit more invested in the dark side. With the fact that Emma hasn't exactly dipped her toes into the dark side. Well, she has, but I would say not enough. For the satisfaction of Gold. I could see Emma potentially being the key in all of this. So yeah, and plus she's the savior. So but for everyone else, especially on the hero side, it will be very interesting to see how they fare, I guess, in Rumpel's rewrite. So, yeah, that has a nice ring to it. Scarily enough. Rumpel's rewrite. Oh, no. No, but I am excited to see what's going to happen for these final 2 episodes. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. If you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!